Walking up the stairs, Claire's eyes roamed to look at the other adventurers. Though she didn't know why this was the case, it was almost a compulsion. I'm starting to see people wearing armor that's not the default given in the orientation. Claire's eyes fell on a woman who had a leather corset that left her shoulders exposed. The woman's hair was braided and swinging as she walked. Matching the corset was a leather skirt. Hanging on the waist was a sword. With how the woman had on knee-high boots that left her thighs exposed, Claire imagined that it was easy to move. I wonder if the fact that we can't die in the simulation is making her okay with such armor. Claire thought to herself, thinking what would happen if she encountered monsters able to attack from long distance. The woman wasn't the first female Claire had noticed wearing revealing outfits. It made her think whether she should follow such trends, though thought against it due to wanting to get used to armor she'd have to wear in the world outside the underground city. Though I do admit, some of the armors look cute and make me wonder how they look on my body frame. Claire stopped herself from touching her chest, imagining wearing such revealing outfits. Both men and women seemed to be wearing a variety of outfits, though they fit an overarching theme. The outfits would either be fancy or modern in appearance. A modern outfit having things that the military would wear, like vests and camouflage. But even the modern outfits, women would have it reveal certain areas of their bodies. When they reached the first level of the dining section of the guild, the open area gave an easier time checking out what people were wearing as groups leveled up. Smelling the food and seeing what people were eating, Hannah said, "People are starting to do well for themselves. I'm seeing a larger diversity of dishes being eaten compared to when we first came here." Claire nodded. "I don't see any more people or families that seem to have been taken in by the military, looking like refugees despite having on basic adventurer gear." It was a nice sight, being able to know that people were adapting to the simulation and making a living out of adventuring on the other side of the portal. This was even more the case considering outside the guild, people didn't need to work in order to get clothing, food, and shelter, which was all provided for free by Star and Moon. Claire looked at some of the shops that didn't have any customers in the past, now seeing people lining up to eat the food. I guess we'll be seeing an increase in the amount of energy that people are able to take into their bodies. Hannah noticed the lines of people waiting to eat food, prepared for monsters inside the simulation. Nodding, Claire made her way to one of the stores that they hadn't been able to experience. She noticed people picking up some type of dish in a bowl. It's some type of dish with noodles and monster meat. Claire couldn't help but observe people slurping up the long noodles inside a blood-red soup. "What do you think it is?" Hannah asked, also checking out the dish. Claire shrugged. "It reminds me of the Eastern dishes at the mall," she guessed, thinking back to the Star and Moon restaurant in the mall when they'd hang out with everyone over the summer. The smell of the food was delicious and spicy, making their mouths water. Getting in line, Claire tried to listen in on what people were talking about in hopes of learning about the dish served. With the numerous stores on this level, many of them were dedicated to a single dish. She looked at some that were serving regional type dishes, with only a few that had a mixture of everything available. Those ones reminded her of the cafeteria at school. It was even styled in the same way. "It smells spicy." Hannah leaned closer to dishes passing by, her curiosity making her ignore her manners.